It is a little past 9 o'clock on my farm, and there is not a light left burning in the whole house. The supper is long cleared, the lamp in the kitchen is out, the children are abed, and Esther and I are not far behind them. By the time the town down the road is settling in to watch its late programs, my house has already gone dark and quiet, the way it has gone dark and quiet every night of my 65 years. We do not lie in our beds staring at the ceiling. We do not take a pill to get us under. Nobody in my house lies awake at night, and it is not because we are built any different than you. It is because of one plain rule about the evening that my people have kept since the days our only light was a flame, and I mean to hand you the whole of it tonight. You know the other kind of night, I think, or you would not be here. You lie down bone-tired, and your mind will not quit. You watch the hours go by on a bright little clock, 11, then 12, then 1, and you do the cruel arithmetic of how few hours are left before you must be up. Maybe you reach for a bottle on the nightstand to shut your head off, the way near 13 in 100 grown Americans now do most every night. And you are far from alone in it, for near 3 in 10 wake up already short of sleep and drag through the day half-made. I am not going to sell you a cure tonight, for I have none, and any man who says he has one is lying to you. What I have is the way we live of an evening, so that the sleep comes on its own, and it costs nothing, and it turns on things you can start this very night. My name is Amos Stoltzfus, and I have lived all my life on the same ground in Lancaster County, among the Old Order Amish. In all those years, I have never owned an alarm clock, and I have never once taken a thing to help me sleep. I do not say that to boast, for it is nothing I invented. It is simply how I was raised, the same as my father was raised, and his father back of him, in houses lit by oil and candle, where the day ended when the light did. I have watched 4 generations go to their beds by this one rule and rise by it, and I have seen what it does and what it does not do. So when I tell you how a plain family sleeps, I am not handing you a notion I read in a magazine. I am telling you the thing I have lived inside of every night of my life. Now hold 2 things in your mind as we go, for they are worth the wait. The first is a number, and it is not one I made up at my kitchen table. It comes from people at a university who went and measured it. They found that folks like us go to our beds and rise from them well over an hour earlier than most of the country, and that fewer of us are short on sleep at all. I will give you the exact of it further on. The second is the honest hard part, the one most who praise our quiet life will never mention, for this rule is not magic. There are nights it fails even us, and there is a kind of sleeplessness it cannot touch at all, and I will not hide that from you either. Keep the 2 in mind. We will come round to both before we are through. Let me say first how the world came to lose this, for there is no villain in it, and you should not let anyone sell you one. It was the electric light that did it, more than anything, and it did it slow. When a house could be lit as bright at midnight as at noon, the evening stopped ending. Then came the radio to fill it, and the television after that, and here of late, the little bright screen that near everyone now carries to bed in their own hand. None of it was done to harm you. It was sold as comfort, and comfort it is in its way. But every one of those lights told your body a small untruth, that the day was not yet over, that the sun was somehow still up, and your body believed it, because it had no reason not to. There is no money in teaching a man to turn his lamp down and go to bed. There is a great deal of money in keeping him up. That is the whole of the conspiracy, and it is no conspiracy at all, just the going way of things. Before I give you the rule in its parts, let me walk you through an evening at my place, so you can see the whole of it moving before I break it down. When the supper is done and the dishes put away, there is no snap of a switch flooding the room with light. The lamps come out, 1 or 2, and the house goes gold and dim. The children take to the floor with a puzzle or a book, or we sit on the porch and watch the light go out of the sky, which is a thing worth watching and costs nothing. There is talk or there is quiet, but there is no bright box in the corner pulling every eye. As the evening wears on, the house grows stiller and dimmer on its own, and one by one folks feel the pull of their beds and go, unhurried, no one telling them to. By full dark, the lamps are out and the house is asleep. Nobody fought for it. The evening did the work. That is what all the parts I am about to give you are really for, to build you an evening like that one, that puts you down without a struggle. So here is the rule, and it is really one rule with a few plain parts, and the first part is this: let the dark end your day near enough and go to your bed when your body first tells you to. On my place, when the light is gone and the chores are done, we are not far behind the sun. We do not sit up to see the end of a thing. The reason it works is simple once you see it. Your body has an old clock in it, older than any people, that has always taken its time from the light. And when the light goes and stays gone, that clock begins to pour out the thing that makes you drowsy. Fight it with 2 more hours of brightness, and you shove that clock back and lose the tide of it, and then you lie down past midnight wide awake and wonder why. My grandfather never once looked at a clock to know it was bedtime. He looked at the window. When it had been dark a good while and the work was done, it was time. And he went. The second part is the one most folks miss, and it is the quiet heart of the whole thing. Keep your evening dim. Do not merely go to bed in the dark. Spend the whole last hour or 2 of your day in low light before you ever lie down. In my house, the evening is lit by lamp and by flame, a soft, low light, far dimmer than the bright ceiling lights an English kitchen burns till bedtime. Now here is a thing worth knowing, and I have it from people who study such matters. It does not take much light at all to fool that inner clock. As little as the light of a single small lamp, dimmer even than most folks read by, is enough to hold back the drowsiness your body is trying to make. So the bright house at 9 at night is quietly telling every soul in it to stay awake. Turn the lights low an hour before bed, burn 1 soft lamp instead of 6 bright ones, and you give your body back the dusk it has always needed. The third part follows straight from the second, and it is the hardest one for most of you, so I will say it plain. Put the bright screen away the last hour before bed. I have no television and no little glowing telephone, so this costs me nothing. But I know it costs you a great deal, for that screen is the last thing near everyone looks at before they close their eyes. The trouble with it is not only that it keeps your mind busy. The light it throws is a cold, blue kind of light, the very color of a morning sky, and of all the lights there are, that blue one is the strongest at telling your body to wake up. Folks who study it found the blue light holds sleep back near twice as long as a warmer light of the same brightness. So the man who scrolls his screen in a dark room is doing the one thing most sure to keep himself up, and doing it at the very hour he most wants to be down. So set it aside. Let the last hour be dim and warm and dull, for dull is what sleep wants. The fourth part is the one nobody likes to hear, and it is this: get up at the same hour every morning and make it an early one. The rule is not only about the going down, it is just as much about the getting up, and the two hold hands. On my farm, we are up before the sun, every day the same, Sabbath and all, because the cows do not know it is Sunday. That sameness is half the secret. When you rise at the same hour every morning, light or dark, your body learns exactly when the day begins, and after a week or 2 of it, it starts to make you sleepy at the right hour the night before, all on its own, without your trying. The man who sleeps till noon on his day of rest tears up the very clock he spent all week setting, and then wonders why Sunday night finds him wide awake. Pick your hour and hold to it, even the mornings you would rather not. It is the plainest and the hardest part of the whole rule. The fifth part costs no trick at all, only sweat. Work your body through the day, out in the daylight if you can manage it. My days are long and they are hard, for there is no soft way to farm, and by the time the evening comes, my body is honestly tired, the kind of tired that lies down easy. Those same folks at the university noticed it plain among us. The ones who worked the hardest through the day, the farmers and the like, rose the earliest of all. A body that has done real work in the real sun does not need coaxing to sleep. Most of the modern trouble, I suspect, is a day spent sitting still under a roof in a made light, and then a sudden wish for the body to shut down on command at 11 at night. It will not. It has not earned its rest, and it does not know the sun has set. Move and move early, and let the daylight fall on you while you do it, and the night will near enough take care of itself. The sixth part is the room itself, and it is a small thing that does a large work. Keep the place you sleep cool, dark, and plain. My sleeping room has no heat to speak of in it, for a bedroom on our farms runs cold, and a cold room is a friend to sleep. The body drops its own warmth a little as it goes under, and a cool room lets it. Keep it dark as well, dark as you can make it, with no little lights blinking on any machine and no glow under the door. And keep it a plain room for sleeping and not for much else. Your body is a great one for learning what a place is for, and if your bed is where you sleep and near only that, then lying down in it becomes its own quiet signal. A cool room, a dark room, a plain room, none of it costs more than a moment's setting up, and all of it tells the same small truth to your body. This is the place, and now is the time. And the seventh part I will give you is the hardest to put in a rule, but I would be leaving out the truest piece if I skipped it. Go to your bed with a settled mind. A man lies awake most often, not from light or noise, but from a churning head, money owed, words said, tomorrow's troubles borrowed a night early. We are not free of trouble, no family is, but we end our day in a way that lays it down. There is a stillness to our evenings you would find almost strange. No machine talking, no news of far-off griefs we can do nothing about pouring into the house at bedtime. There is usually a word of prayer, a reading, a few quiet minutes on the porch. We hand the day's weight over, and we do not carry it to bed. You need not pray if that is not your way, but find your own version of the laying down, a few still minutes, the news shut off well before bed, the troubles written on a paper to be dealt with in the light. A quiet mind goes under easy. A racing one will not, in any darkness there is. I will say a word here on the children, for many of you are trying to get little ones down of an evening and losing an hour to it every night. Our children sleep, and they sleep early and hard, and it is no different a rule for them. It is the same rule, only begun younger. They work and play out of doors in the daylight till they are honestly tired. They come into a house that dims as the evening goes, not one that blazes till bedtime. There is no bright screen to wind them up at the very hour you're trying to wind them down. No flashing colors thrown into their eyes as they lie in the dark. The evening slows, and they slow with it, and by the time they are abed, the day has been telling them for an hour that sleep is coming. A child raised in a dim, calm, early evening does not fight his bed the way a child does who stared at a glowing thing until the moment the light clicked off. It is the plainest gift you can give a small one, and it costs you nothing but the turning down of your own house. Now I promised you the honest hard part, and here it is, for you have earned the whole truth and not the postcard. This rule is not magic, and it does not make a body a machine. There are nights it fails, even me. When a child is sick, or a beast is calving, and I am up in the barn, or grief and worry sit too heavy to lay down, I lie awake the same as any man. A run of hard nights comes to every house, ours included, and the rule does not spare us that. And there is something more I must say plainly, for it matters most of all. There is a kind of sleeplessness that is not about your evening at all. Some folks have a real trouble in the body, a sickness of sleep, that no dim lamp and no early rising will mend. If you have kept the plain way faithfully and still cannot sleep, or if you wake gasping in the night, or if the tiredness is the bone-deep kind that frightens you, then that is not a thing for a farmer's advice. That is a thing to carry to a doctor, and I would not have you wait on it. I am telling you how we live. I am not telling you to walk past a doctor who is telling you otherwise. Let me now keep the promise I made you at the start and give you that number, for it is a real one. People at a university studied thousands of us against thousands of ordinary Americans, and they found that we go to our beds about an hour and 20 minutes earlier and rise near an hour and a half earlier than most of the country. And for all the talk of the hard Amish life, fewer of us come up short on sleep than they do, near 15 in 100 of us against better than 20 in 100 of them. That is the whole harvest of this rule, measured by people who count such things. Not more hours forced out of the night, but the sleep coming easier and the mornings coming clearer. Now for the one who would like all of this set down plain on a single sheet, the whole evening laid out step by step, the hour to dim the lamps, the screen set by, the room made ready. I have put it together in a small thing we call the plain evening, and the link to it sits right below this video. Take it if you want the whole of it in your hand. That is the one and only time I will mention it. And now I am back to you. Step back with me a moment and see what this is really about, for it is about more than one good night. A life is made of its mornings, and a man who sleeps poorly meets every one of his half-made, reaching for something to prop himself up, a little less patient with his children and his work than he might have been. Multiply that by the years, and it is no small thing. It is a great slice of a life spent tired. The rest of the country spends better than $20 billion a year now on things to help them sleep. A whole great industry grown up around a trouble that a changed evening would ease for most of them at no cost at all. I do not say a dark room will fix every ill. I say that of all the things that shape whether you meet your morning strong or weak, the way you spend your evening is the one most in your own hands and the cheapest to change. You cannot buy back a night's sleep. You can only make the room for it to come. So here is what I would have you do this week, and none of it asks you to be Amish or to farm a single acre. Start with the light. An hour before bed, turn the bright lights down and burn one soft lamp instead of the whole ceiling. Put the glowing screen away for that same last hour, and if you do one thing only, let it be that one. Pick a rising hour and hold to it every morning, even the ones you would rather sleep through. Get your body out into the daylight and work it while the sun is up. Make your sleeping room cool and dark and plain. And end your day by laying the day down, the news off early, a few still minutes, the troubles set aside till morning. Not one of those costs you $1. Try them together for 2 weeks faithfully before you judge it, for the clock inside you does not turn in a single night. Give it the 2 weeks and it will meet you. Now I would like to hear from you, for I read these comments. Everyone, tell me down below what the evenings are like where you live, whether the light and the screen and the late hour have crept into your house the way they have into so many, or whether you have found your own way to hold them off. And tell me this, if you will, which of these did you already know in your bones but had stopped doing? For I suspect not much of what I said tonight was truly new to you. Most of it your own grandparents likely knew and kept, and somewhere in the hurry it got set down and forgotten. If one of these has you meaning to turn the lamp down tonight, say so below and come back in 2 weeks and tell me honest whether it changed your nights. I would be glad to know it either way. And before you go, here is what is coming the next time. I told you tonight that we keep no alarm clock and rise before the sun, and I know that to most folks that sounds like a hard and joyless thing. It is the very opposite, and next time I mean to show you why. The hour before dawn on a plain farm, what we do with it, and why it may be the best hour of the whole day, the one the rest of the world sleeps straight through and never knows it lost. Keep an eye out for it, and until then, do the one small thing for me tonight. When the dark comes, let it be dark. Turn the lights low, set the bright screen aside, and let your body remember a thing it has always known. That is enough from me for now. Go gently, sleep well, and I will see you the next time.